If you're a musician struggling to focus on your craft,
you're not alone. There are so many distractions in today's world that are robbing us of our focus and our attention. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a really powerful monk mode protocol that will allow you to enter into this season of your life of absolute focus and devotion towards your craft or whatever you want to create as a musician. Think of it like a do not disturb switch in your brain that you can turn off and on. If you don't know what monk mode is, it's kind of like a trend in the self-improvement niche, which is all about locking into this season of your life of kind of focus and discipline and devotion to a particular thing that you want to create or some area of your life that you want to make a lot of progress in. So for us as musicians, that could be like you want to practice your instrument a lot and make a lot of progress in that area. Or maybe you're creating some incredible piece of art or some album, or you've got some performance coming up and you want to deliver a masterful experience to your audience or whoever's going to be there, right? This is not some new idea. Okay, this has been around forever. So many of the most incredibly successful and impactful musicians entered into these kind of seasons where they would just dedicate themselves to the craft at such a high level. Prince would apparently lock himself in the studio for like days and weeks, and he would just focus on creating music. Like, he would eliminate distractions and he would go into this monk mode where he was so devoted to his songwriting. Another example is John Coltrane. John Coltrane entered into this kind of monk mode season of his life where he was so devoted to his practice. Right? He saw it as a divine calling, and it was also part of a deeper lifestyle where he would engage in meditation and prayer. And so actually it was this kind of holistic spiritual lifestyle that he was living. And if we want to go even further back, there's Johann Sebastian Bach, one of the most ultimate monk mode maestros to have ever lived. He devoted himself so purely to the craft, right? It was his divine calling, and his music honored the divine. And so he had a higher purpose, a higher calling. And so monk mode isn't just some modern trend, you know, oh, I'm gonna stop scrolling social media so that I can focus. I mean, yeah, it is that. But at a deeper level, it's about honoring your divine calling as an individual, as a musician. It's about honoring what you have to create in this world and in this lifetime, and the impact that you could have on people's lives. And so that deserves your utmost focus and attention and as much time as you can give it. Now, I'm currently in a monk mode season of my own life. I'm building a music education platform that's gonna make learning music kind of like playing a video game, right? So I'm so focused on this project that I'm in a monk mode season. And so I'm gonna be sharing things that are working for me, and hopefully they're also gonna work for you too. So the first step in this process is to establish your key area of focus. You have to choose one thing that you really want to go all in on with your focus, your time, and your attention. We only have so much of these resources every single day. And so if you're trying to practice your instrument and build a business and then perform all of these shows and go out there and network and do all of these different things, you're spreading yourself too thin. Whereas if you focus all of your resources into one area, that's where you can make the most amount of progress in that one key area of focus. So for example, in my case, I'm not practicing the piano currently. It's not really important to me at this time because my piano skills are at a good level. However, when it comes to building this platform that I'm building, it's like I need as much energy and focus as I can to build it. So this is about deciding the specific project or thing that you want to work on and stripping away the things that do not align with that key area of focus. Okay, the second step in this protocol is to establish your perfect daily routine. Monk mode is a lifestyle that's really based on discipline and consistency. And so you want to have systems in your life which kind of enforce this discipline, this consistency. And one of the most effective things you can have is just a daily schedule, right? What time are you going to get up? What time are you going to do your work? What time are you going to go to bed? Having these things laid out physically, like you can actually see it, it kind of takes away decision fatigue, because you know you have to be at your desk at 7 a.m. or whatever, okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and lay out like the perfect routine because everybody's different, right? Personally, I love getting up super early in the morning. So I get up at 4:45, have a cold shower, make a coffee. This sounds like that morning routine meme, but it's not. It's honestly not that crazy. Just make a coffee and I sit down at my desk at 5 a.m. and sit there for 2 hours and get the work done. It's so quiet and peaceful. Nobody else is up. The world is still asleep and it's dark outside, and I can just get into that focused zone. And I find my mind is most alive and active. My mind is alive. Oh shoot! I would hope it is. It's the most focused in the morning, and so that's my recommendation. But again, that might not work for you. So just find whatever works for you. Okay, step 3 in this protocol is to make a decision to eliminate the distractions in your life. So in this season of monk mode, our craft or our creative project is absolutely paramount, and we want to give 100% of our attention and our focus to that task when we are sitting there and doing it, which means that we want to eliminate all of the distractions which are trying to rob us of our focus, our attention, and our time. Okay, and there are a lot of these things, right? So the key to monk mode is making the decision to cut out those distractions, to say no, right? So for example, if it's social media, you got to delete those social media apps from your phone. I deleted Instagram because I'm way too addicted to Instagram when it's on my phone, right? You got to put your phone on do not disturb. Put it in a different room if it's really a problem. Honestly, the phone is the biggest distraction. Like, that thing is, honestly, I'm talking to it right now. You phone, damn it, it's just so hard to escape, right? It's just such a part of our lives. Like, literally, I'm using it to make this video. So, yeah, really just try to develop a really healthy relationship with your phone. I think that's the most important thing. If it's other people in your life or certain friends who are distracting you, just kindly tell them, I'm going into a season of focus, can you please respect that? Hopefully they respect that, things like this. So it's all about understanding the true value of your time and your attention, and placing boundaries to really protect these valuable resources so that you can pour them completely into yourself and into your craft. Okay, step 4 in this protocol is to install good habits. Monk mode is of course inspired by monks. And if you think about a monk, what do you think of, right? They're happy, they're peaceful, they're clear-minded, okay? So in order to achieve that, you need to also have good habits that you do every single day to have this really good state of mind and state of being. For example, some kind of spiritual practice can be so powerful when you're in a season of monk mode. So this could be meditation, this could be yoga or qigong, or something that just connects you with yourself and kind of quietens the mind so that you can just really get into this peaceful zone. Eating really healthy, if you have a good diet, really healthy food that's just going to nourish your body and make you feel really good. Drinking enough water, exercising, right? Connecting with your body in some kind of way. In my current season of monk mode, I've been really enjoying cold showers in the morning. It just sparks me, it gets me into this really, just enthusiastic, buzzed state of mind at the start of the day. I've been really enjoying 30 minutes of meditation in the evenings before bed. Honestly, just meditation is the best. I can't recommend it enough. And I think it wouldn't be an accurate video on monk mode if I didn't include some form of spiritual practice. I'd say that is so important, right? Going back to like John Coltrane, for example, he would engage in meditation and prayer as a part of his daily ritual, and then he would also do like 10 hours of practice. So it's all a holistic approach to life, right? Monk mode it's a way of living, right? It's a way of being. But yeah, having some form of spiritual practice is just going to help you connect with yourself on a deeper level, with your ideas on a deeper level, and you're going to be in a really peaceful state of mind. So I think it's really powerful. Okay, step 5 in this protocol is of course to activate, right? So decide that, okay, Monday next week, that is when I'm activating. This is my term for it, right? I'm going to activate on Monday, which means that I'm all in. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Once you activate, you're in it, you're doing it, you're in monk mode. Let's go. Let's get the work done. Let's focus. Okay, so that's really the final step in the protocol. Now, I just wanted to make a note at the end of the video here that this is not really about grinding and working hard. I mean, It can be, if that's what you want to do, you just want to grind and put as much time as you can into whatever task you're focused on. I'd say it's actually more about intentionality and smart work, because you want to maintain the season of monk mode for like weeks and months at a time. And the final note I wanted to finish on is to be compassionate. If you fail, which inevitably you will, honestly, there are so many days that I fall off, that I'm not sticking to my routine or whatever. I don't feel like it. I mean, that's just so normal and so human. But just be graceful to yourself. Don't beat yourself up trying to live up to an impossible ideal of yourself, because that's just not realistic. That's everything for this video. I really hope that it's helpful, that you can lock into this monk mode season. You can get a lot done. You can produce some of your best work that you've ever made. And I'm really excited to hear about how you go with your season of monk mode. Okay, good luck, have fun, vibe and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!